Hey guys, so for this video I'll be doing a review, unboxing, chat regarding Bigbang's album Made, their third full-length album. Quick story, the reason why I have this very late in the game, kind of like just 7 months later since they released this this album, is because I actually pre-ordered this on Korean Mall, like the first press, and because I knew they were going to like be changing and then probably making new editions of this album, which they have done. So if any of you VIPs know if this is first press or what version this is, please tell me down below. I think there's not really that much difference between like the first press and the second press, I guess. But I did get the Taeyang version, so I mean, at least that turned out well for me since he's my favorite member. What else? But yeah, I was pretty upset that I pre-ordered it and they just never shipped it, and they refunded me my money, but I had to open a case on PayPal. But it really upset me because this is one of the things I wanted the most since the Made series started, and I kind of waited and waited. I almost even bought an jewel case, but I'll later talk about that. But this is what the front looks like. This color is actually like gray. If you don't have this album and you're wondering how big it is compared to a jewel case, this is how big it is. So it is a pretty neat box compared to all the jewel cases that were for the Made series, like MEADE. And now we have the track list on the back. I don't like that it's a sticker, but here's the Komka sticker as well. And yeah, let's open up this box. I actually so it comes, if you've seen other unboxings for this, it comes in this paper around this album, around like the canvas, I guess. But I took the liberty and just took it out and just put it like this because I'm afraid to rip it. But here's what it looks like. It's just a box, and then here's what the front and the back. So it's green right here on the back, and as you can see, like I told you previously, I have the Taeyang version. He's my favorite member in Bigbang, and he's one of my ultimate biases in K-pop. I adore his voice. I really like his personality as well. And then the album's right here, like the disc. So I like that it's a separate photo book. And this is made of like wood. And this is kind of like leathery. I always guess like get leather, but it's like not sturdy. So it's just kind of like a... oh, actually, you can put this like a painting, like you can put this on a wall, like, oh, that's interesting. So you can actually just put this on your wall if you want to. Not what I'm gonna do, but I just realized that. So I'll show you the disc first. So here we have the track list, 11 songs. Almost everything got a music video for this release, so that's one of the things I like. But after I show you guys what this looks like, I will talk about what I think of the album, what I see for Bigbang in like this upcoming years, basically. So there's a little like envelope here, and it has like Bigbang, and then on the back like a puzzle ticket. So that's the puzzle ticket. And there's like a mini poster, I'm guessing. So fill me in, any VIPs who know all of these little things. I've seen some unboxings of this, but I wanted to make my own because I wanted to talk about Bigbang. This is like a bittersweet era for me, and Bigbang. And I'm glad that this finally arrived so I can make a collection video, an updated collection video for Bigbang. So here we have the photo book. I know there's like, well, 5, 6 versions of this. So there's like a group version and then a member version. So you can't really see, but Taeyang's name is highlighted, but there's the other members' names. So on top it says G-Dragon, Taeyang, T.O.P, Daesung, and Sungri. Oh, and then I have... Oh, yeah. And then the photo card I got was Taeyang. I think for the member version you get the photo card for that specific member. But again, if that's not sure, please correct me. But I got Taeyang, so I'm happy I have a Taeyang photo card. But it's like made of like really cheap material. But let's get started. So I actually really hated this hair on Taeyang, but so that's like the only thing I don't like about this photo book is like Taeyang's hair. But you know, he takes good pictures, so I'll just ignore the fact that he has this horrible hair. They always do him wrong with the hair. He needs to keep his hair like it was for, like, he had the same hairstyle for like a while, and that's just fit him so well. So I don't know why YG made him into Dara, since basically for like the live era, they have done poor Taeyang wrong when it comes to hair. I know he had bad hair like when they first debuted, but I like his hair during the I Need a Girl era. That was a really good style of hair. So if you're a long time an old VIP, you would know that he had good hair before. But there's so many pictures in here, so I like this. I would also have liked the group version, but I don't know. I just went ahead and I just went and decided to get the Taeyang version when I saw somebody was selling it. Because I prefer, because everything else was just kind of like random, like they didn't say what version it was, so I didn't want to, like, it's not that I just like the members, like the other members. I like everyone in Big Bang, but I have a lot of favoritism towards Taeyang. So if I had the option, that's why I waited for an option of seeing whether I could get a Taeyang version or a group version. Because I already have a GD version of, I think, Alive, like the repackage of Still Alive, and then I have a top version for the Still Alive, like metal cover thing, that rust. And I didn't have anything for Taeyang, so I didn't want to have something that was not a Taeyang version, so it was either Taeyang or a group. So I found it was like destiny for me to get Taeyang. And then the back. Alright, so that's what this album looks like. So I'll just talk about like each individual song, and just some things that are going on with Big Bang right now. Which is, I guess, kind of fitting because I never really talk about Big Bang. If you're also curious about some of the things I have for Big Bang before I upload my collection, I have a playlist on my channel for every collection video, and I added the old Big Bang collection that I have. The old Big Bang video of all the things that I have from Big Bang. And I think I was missing like one or two albums that I actually had, but it didn't feature in that video. But I will remake it again, which I'll remake that video, probably upload it sometime next week, and then I'll make some plans to get some of the things that I'm missing for them. But for this, I wanted to talk about just my overall thoughts on Made, because I get like everyone's seen like unboxings for it. So if you want to know my opinion of the album, so here goes. Like, I love Big Bang, so if you don't agree with me, okay, I agree to disagree. But so in my opinion, this is like their best release as of yet. I think I made some commentary regarding, maybe even on the Big Bang Collection video, that I haven't been into Big Bang as much as I was before. I actually got into K-pop really a long time ago, like 2008, 2009, and I got into K-pop because a big part of it was because of Big Bang, and they had a certain type of sound that I really liked. Songs like Haru Haru, Lies, Last Farewell, Sunset Glow, like those are the songs that got me into K-pop and into Big Bang. So, I have a soft spot for those type of tracks. And, they do, it is kind of boring if a group just does the same thing over and over again. So I don't mind that they reinvented their sound and their concept. But I didn't like that their Tonight era as much, or like their Alive era was okay. But I don't know, I wasn't really feeling the songs as much as I was before. So I was actually a bit nervous for the Made series. Of course, I was looking for it because YG was making it like a big deal. Because we were going to get a bunch of music videos. And it was like their 10-year anniversary, like near the 10th year anniversary. So I was overall very excited for the whole Made comeback. And especially because Big Bang rarely makes group music as a group anymore. They take really long breaks, but they still make music individually. So I don't mind that they take these long breaks, but I do miss them promoting as a group because they're stronger than ever when the 5 of them are together. But I obviously enjoyed the solo work that they've have done. So yeah, in my opinion, this is their best release, and this is saying a lot because I was very nostalgic and very biased towards their older things. But overall, as an album, this is my favorite thing that I've ever done. So, okay, so I'll go like track by track on what I think from it. So, and overall, I don't have a song in here that I don't like. So if you haven't listened to this whole thing, which I think nobody has not listened to the whole thing because every track was kind of promoted. So the first track of Fuck It, I would say this was one of the least memorable songs for me. It's a bit redundant. It wasn't like anything special for me. For it to be like a track that we waited for like more than a year, because that's kind of like the title track of this album. But again, it's a good song. It's catchy. The music video is kind of weird. But overall, good song. It's like your standard kind of Big Bang song. And then we have Last Dance, which is that classic ballad that we get from Big Bang. So songs like Blue, things like that, like their newer songs, but it's like that Big Bang ballad that they always need to have in their albums. So I like that one more than Fuck It. And then we have Girlfriend, which I think is probably the one I really don't listen to that much. Probably because it was not promoted as much as the other tracks, but it's still a good song. And then we move on to my favorite song in the whole album, Let's Not Fall in Love, which I think might be my favorite song from Big Bang of all time. And this is saying a lot because again, like I mentioned before, I have a soft spot for like their older songs. And this song, when it first came out, I really liked it. And then there was like a time where I just listened to like all day to the song every day and played it like probably hundreds of times. But Let's Not Fall in Love is the track, like a highlight for me for the Big Bang Made series, like this era. I love this song so much. It's again not an upbeat track, so it might not be like a VIP favorite type of song, but for me it's a fantastic track. I think it's extremely underrated compared to songs like Bang 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 or Fantastic Baby, which are like, pop dance hits. But this song, I like the lyrics and the meaning of it. So I don't know how to describe it. I love that song. And we have Loser, which kind of keeps that vibe from Let's Not Fall in Love. Kind of, again, goes back to those songs like Blue. Yeah, and then we have Baby, which is kind of, I guess, like the most experimental sounding song in here. But I like it a lot. The music video is really funny. Very kind of, I don't know, aesthetically pleasing to watch. So yeah, Baby. I like the verses from Top. And yeah, one thing I would say is that the lack of like memorable things that Sangri gets, which I'm not trying to like, but I know he's not the best singer in the group, but whenever he does solo, he really really shines. And I think in Bigbang songs, he doesn't really get that much spotlight. Like from these songs, I honestly don't really remember Sangri singing that much, but I can understand because like they really focus mostly on Taeyang and GD. But I don't know, I feel like if they, yeah, never mind. But Baby is a good song, but that's one of the things I kind of I guess kind of complaining that Sangri, like, doesn't really get memorable lines. Then we have Bang Bang Bang, which is kind of like the face of this whole album, the hit. It is Fantastic Baby 2.0. I think I might like this more than Fantastic Baby. Just how it's produced. I like it a bit more. I love the verses that Taeyang gets a lot, and I love the final breakdown, which is kind of like your standard Teddy YG type of song where they have this really high bridge and I guess party little dance that they have. So like even just Blackpink, where they just released their new song 마지막처럼. They have that, and they have that in Boombaya. 21 has it in I'm the Best. It's like kind of like Teddy's thing. And Bigbang's Bang 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 has that, and I like that it has like Bang 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 because it's like part of like their bang, like Big Bang 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 Bang. So I like that song. And then we have Sober, which is again one of my favorite songs in here. I guess like I like this. I'm not a huge fan of Bigbang's really extremely upbeat music, which is kind of like their biggest hits and their most popular songs. I'm not into like their very really slow songs. I like it in the between, like a mix of both, and that's like, for example, like Let's Not Fall in Love and Sober and We Like to Party. Those are like my favorite songs in here. But Sober, I like the music video. It's kind of weird. Again, like all the music videos in this and Made are kind of weird, but I think Sober was so underrated in my opinion. So please, like, if you didn't like it at first, listen to it again, because I think I listened to it and I was like kind of just passed it by, and I liked it, but after like a second and third listen, I just loved it. But really like Sober. And then If You, which is the ballad of this album with like Last Dance, but I like If You a lot more. Really sad that I didn't get a music video, but again, YG put a lot of budget into this whole thing, so I think that was a bit sad that we didn't get a music video for it. And then we have GD and Top song Jodo or Zatter. Yeah, this is the type of song that I don't listen to that much. It's not that like I don't like it. I need to be in a certain mood to listen to this. It is very like GD and Top feel, so I can see why a lot of people might like it. But I'm not a huge really rap hip hop fan. But again, really good song. The music video was funny. And I don't know, I just prefer GD singing than rapping, so I guess that's why. But and then to finish off, We Like to Party. Actually, I didn't like this song at first, but like I didn't like it is like I wasn't replaying it, because I like basically every Big Bang song. They don't really have a bad song. But I don't know, for some reason I started listening to it again, and then I became in love with it. I replayed it a lot. I thought it was going to be my favorite song from the album before like Let's Not Fall in Love was released. I was like, We Like to Party. It's my favorite song in here. And I know I like how it finishes. Overall, this album is pure perfection. I think it will go down as one of the best K-pop songs of all time. Probably in sales as well, because I think all these songs hit over 1 million sales at least. So that says a lot. They made a lot of revenue from this. They had a tour. They have a Japanese version of this, which I don't think I'll be getting. Because I don't like... I like Big Bang's original Japanese material, but I don't really enjoy their Japanese version of the Korean songs. Because they don't flow as well. Because obviously they were made to be in Korean. So, finally, really happy that I have this album. Really pleased with the, I guess, ending of this. I didn't like how long it took for the whole thing to be released. I think that, I don't know, I feel like there could have been a better song that they probably recorded to be included as like the final track, because Fuck It is not that memorable for me. Like almost every other song in here, just I guess it's better than that one. Like but yeah, I just really like this, and I'm glad that the final product was not a jewel case, and that's what I'm going to comment on. I feel so bad for the VIPs who were like just being I don't know, treated badly by YG. Like the jewel case thing with the Made series was the worst. There was photo cards that were not even like with the member faces. Then 2 versions of a jewel case that had nothing in it, and that's why I didn't want to buy the jewel cases. Like because if they had this packaging or something creative, I would legit have bought the MADE singles. I wouldn't even have mind getting that, because the songs are really good. But when YG was charging like almost $20 for a jewel case, I was not here for it. They didn't have really like even thick photo books at all. So I might just buy one of them, I might even buy the jewel case just for the instrumentals, but it's not a thing that I'm really like on my top list for Big Bang collecting, because I collect Big Bang, but I'm not like hardcore, because I don't collect like photo books or like their other Japanese things. So again, if you're curious what I have, I made a collection video. I will remake it again for this year. One of the things that I would say that I'm missing is I need Sungri's I forgot what it's called, like his second mini album, GD and Taeyang's Good Boy, which is like, it's only like 1 song, but it's so freaking expensive. And I think that's it that I'm missing from Big Bang. Like I know I caught up a lot last year, because I went all in on getting everything that I wanted from them. And then kind of more recent things regarding Big Bang. Really sad to hear about the whole Top thing. I don't agree how everything has been handled for it. If he and I'm kind of like I'm biased when it comes to these things, because obviously I really like Top, but if he did smoke and if he did smoke weed, he needs to like be charged accordingly, because even though in other countries it may be like completely normal, you guys have to respect, like a lot of K-pop fans are like, he just smoked weed, blah blah blah, he didn't commit a crime. It is a crime in Korea, so just because he's a celebrity doesn't mean he has any advantage towards any other person. So if he, like any crime, if you committed a crime, I think everyone should be is equal under the law. Like, just because you're a celebrity and rich, you should not be treated differently if you do a crime. And I know because it's kind of unfair, because a lot of people who are guilty of things get away with it just by using their money, and that's quite sad. So again, with however that's being handled, if he has to go to jail time, he has to do it. But I don't like that he's under a lot of pressure for it. He took all these sleeping pills, and then people are laughing at him for doing it, like he was just sleeping. And I don't know. I feel really bad for Top. He is going under a lot of pressure, and I don't know. I just don't like how this whole situation's like turning out. I would like to say, I just hope for him to be okay, for him to get some type of treatment, because they destroyed Boom, like Park Boom from 21, and they've just destroyed a lot of celebrities for like minor scandals. Like, you know, I think it's just completely ridiculous that they really go all in on destroying these people's lives, like, and they don't move on from it. So that's it for Top. I don't know how that's going to turn out regarding like Bigbang coming back ever, because they had a lot of Bigbang has had a lot of scandals, and they have survived. So I don't know if they will survive this one. I don't know how YG is going to handle that. They are a big moneymaker in K-pop. So it's like, who knows? And then the whole GD album thing, I was really excited for it. I like the songs, but I'm not buying that USB. It's so expensive. I was planning on buying it, but when I saw it was a USB, like, no thanks. So I'm really pissed about that. Like $30 for a USB, and there's like nothing at all. So that I didn't like that. So hopefully, so that was a single release. So I don't know. I still think that he still has like an album like prepared, but he's probably like forced by like YG to like go on tour, so he had to release something. So that was kind of upsetting. The songs were great, but the physical release I'm not getting. So that's one of the things that kind of upsets me, because I wanted to have everything from Bigbang, not just like the group, like individually from members. Taeyang is rumored to make a comeback as a solo this year. Again, you never know with YG, because Taeyang's Rise was like already like recorded and finished for a really long time. I think like almost like a year and a half, and he released it really late, and he even talked about it in interviews, how like YG was just like, no, like he just didn't really seem to care. So I'm sure like that album is ready and is hopefully is being dropped this year, and then we get another Sungri solo. Again, the members are turning old. They have to do the military service, so who knows when we'll get a Bigbang comeback, or if we'll ever get a Bigbang comeback ever again. If they do not come back, I completely understand. They did finish things off in a really good way. We got music videos from... we got, like, so many music videos. Like, let's count. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 music videos. Because we didn't get a music video for Girlfriend and If You. So that's a lot of music videos. So I do appreciate that YG put a lot of money into it. The only thing I disliked about this was how long it took for the whole album to be released. Who knows? I think Bigbang has probably another full, like, or at least a mini album already recorded. Who knows if like YG just drops it randomly, because you never know. Because obviously 21 has like 2 full albums recorded that probably are going to Blackpink. I'll also make a video for Blackpink and just YG stuff in general, but I wanted to focus on Bigbang, just Bigbang, and talk about them because they are a very special group to me. So I'm glad that I have their made album like my favorite thing that they've ever released. And yeah, so if you have any other questions, please comment down below. I would say get this quick if you want a certain member version, because YG is really unpredictable when it comes to getting things. So who knows if we'll get, because there's like different editions of like older stuff like is reissued. So I don't know how the made thing is going to be handled, because you never know with YG. And yeah, so I'm glad that I finally have this. Really proud of what Bigbang has done for K-pop for 10 years. And yeah, so look forward to that collection video. And yeah, I'm just extremely excited. When I got this, I was like, I had to make a video for it, because I really rarely talk about Bigbang. So hopefully I'll make some more videos relating to Bigbang, and hopefully I'll have a Taeyang album this year, because I adore him so much. Okay, bye guys. Thank you guys for watching.